In this movie, I'll be showing you Easy Price Pro's Health and Safety Plus programme. The construction industry is a very dangerous industry to be in. The health and safety of your workforce, your customers, the general public, subcontractors, and any other person who may be present on or around your building works cannot be overlooked. Failure to put in place and implement proper health and safety procedures for every building project you do can result in serious injuries or even death, legal action being taken against you, financial penalties and irreversible damage to your reputation. Easy Price Pro's Health and Safety Plus will give you all the tools you need to produce the documentation and procedures that current health and safety legislation requires. The programme will make producing this essential information for every job you run straightforward and easy. Let's take a look. I am on the Health and Safety Plus programme menu, and I'm going to start a new quotation. When you're using the programme for the first time, you enter your company details. The Health and Safety Plus programme will save them, and unless you need to edit the information, you will not need to do this again. Next, I'm given the option to import the information from an existing estimate, or I can enter the details manually. The Health and Safety Plus programme can be used independently, and I will be showing you how a little later in the movie. But it is fully compatible with the following Easy Price Pro programmes: new houses and extensions, total build, renovations and alterations, easy electrics, easy plumbing, and easy groundworks. Any estimate that you have created in these programmes can be imported into the Health and Safety Plus programme. The Health and Safety Plus programme will use the information from the estimate to generate the basis of all the documents you need. So your health and safety preparation time is not only dramatically cut, but you can be confident that the elements of the job that require health and safety documentation are included in your reports. OK, to begin, let's look at the import option. I will click Import from Existing Estimate. I then select the programme that I prepared the estimate in. This instantly opens my client file. I select the correct client programme folder. Click on the estimate file I want, and the Health and Safety Plus programme does the rest. In a few moments it will have gone through my entire estimate and collected all the information it needs to generate my risk assessments and safe systems of work. Now, I just use the straightforward forms to complete the health and safety documentation for this job. The client details are automatically brought in. I'll tick that the site address is the same and press Continue. Now I check the start date, maximum number of men on site at any one time, and total number of people on site throughout the job are correct. I will need to select the authority. You can add up to 5 local authorities into your master file, so they will be available every time you use the programme. Now I put in the designer details. When this form is done, I click Continue. On the next form, I enter the CDM details. In the lower half of this form, I can now review and, if necessary, edit the health and safety information that has automatically been generated for me by clicking on the clearly marked buttons. Ensuring all the health and safety requirements are in place for every job you do can be a daunting task, but with the straightforward layout and extensive, easily accessed help information, the Health and Safety Plus programme will make this task easy and pain-free. I want to show you all the reports and documents that have been automatically generated by the Health and Safety Plus programme from the information within the estimate. We can also see how straightforward it is to edit the documents so they meet the exact requirements of the job. I will click the Add Risk Assessments to Project button. On the left-hand side of this form there is a list. This list contains the titles of every risk assessment that is built into the programme. Each risk assessment title has a box to the left of it. As you can see, some of the boxes are already ticked. When the Health and Safety Plus programme imports your estimate, it will look through it and assess which risk assessments are required for the work you're doing. The risk assessments that it has selected as being necessary for this project are the ones that have a tick next to them. You always remain in complete control. and we recommend that you scan down this list. And if there are any risk assessments that you believe should be added or removed from the health and safety information for this work, then just tick or untick the box. When your selections are complete, click the Add Risk Assessments to Current Project button, and they will be. The Health and Safety Plus programme comes preloaded with numerous risk assessments, but if you can't find what you're looking for, then click the New Risk Assessment button, located here. You then enter the title of the risk assessment and complete all the relevant sections of the form. When you're done, click Continue. The title of your new risk assessment will now be available for you to select from the list. I will now click Cancel to exit this form, and I'll click the Edit Risk Assessments button. I'm now provided with a list of all the risk assessments within the programme. I can clearly see which risk assessments are being used in this project as they're indicated by a green tick. This ticking system is really useful as you can instantly see what is and isn't included. If I click on the title of the risk assessment, I can see all of the details that the Health and Safety Plus programme has automatically created for me. All of the information for each risk assessment is fully editable. You can adjust the existing information and, where required, add your own. This will save you so much time. If you want to make permanent changes to the information in the risk assessments, then you can do so in your master file. Any risk assessment that you adjust in your master file will be set in that way every time you use the selected risk assessment for a specific job. Another helpful feature is that you can view the details of every risk assessment, even the ones that are not relevant to this work and indicated by a red cross. Whilst you're becoming familiar with the programme, this can be a big help, as you can clearly see the contents of each risk assessment, which can assist you in deciding if you do in fact want to include them for the work that you're doing. We'll now look at the safe systems of work. The way this is accessed and edited is the same as the risk assessments. I'll click on the Safe Systems of Works button. I am provided with a list that contains all of the safe systems of work that are included with the programme. Any safe system of work that is required for the job I am doing has been automatically selected and is indicated by a tick. You can scroll down the list and review the selections that the Health and Safety Plus programme has made for you. If you want to adjust any of the selections, you can just untick or tick the box next to the title you wish to add or remove. If you make any adjustments to the list, click the Add Safe System of Work to Current Project button, and they will be automatically added. Like we saw in the risk assessments, if there is a safe system of work that you require but you cannot see it on the list, then you can add it by clicking the new SSOW button. Enter the title in the box provided and click Continue. The template for your new safe system of work will automatically open in Microsoft Word. Enter the details, then click Save. You are able to view and edit each safe system of work, whether they are ticked or not. When I click on the Construction Phase Health and Safety Plan button, it is automatically opened in Microsoft Word. Where required, the information has been generated by the Health and Safety Plus programme from the information that was in the estimate I imported. I just look over and check the details. I will need to enter the information in the Project Provides For section, but everything else has been done for me. You're also provided with the complete Health and Safety Policy. I will click the button. The Health and Safety Policy opens automatically in Word. All of the standard information that you will need is contained within it. Simply check the details and, if required, edit them so they reflect exactly what your business does. With the Health and Safety programme, you can record the details of any plant and scaffold inspections that are undertaken during the work by using the straightforward forms. You can complete them here in the programme or leave them blank, print them off and take them with you to site. You can also record the details of any accidents that occur whilst the work is taking place, in the health and safety file you have created for that job. This enables you to efficiently organise this very important information on a job-by-job basis. After you have checked over all the information, printing the documents is straightforward too. I will just click Print Options. The documents and reports are listed here. Just click the relevant button and the information you selected will be printed. You can use the print options to print off Form F10, Notification of Construction Project. Most of the details will have been completed. You simply tick the relevant boxes and send it off to the relevant body. The Health and Safety Plus programme comes preloaded with COSH assessments. To access these, click the Reports tab at the top of the screen and select them. You can print these and add them to your health and safety file. The Health and Safety programme can be used independently, and you are able to enter all the health and safety requirements of a job manually. This will take a little more time compared to importing the details of a job you have estimated, but it will be straightforward and much faster than creating all the documentation without the programme. If you did opt for the manual option, the process would be exactly the same, except you would enter all the client, job, designer and CDM details information on the first set of forms we saw. Then you would simply select the risk assessments and safe systems of work that were required for the work you were doing. Every other process would work in exactly the same way. Having the correct health and safety documentation in place for every project that you and your business undertakes is essential. It protects you, your employers, your subcontractors, your customers and the public. Whilst we all know how important this information is, it doesn't stop the creation of it being a time-consuming and sometimes tiresome task. As you have seen, the Health and Safety programme makes the process of creating the essential health and safety information for every job that you undertake easy, fast and ultimately pain-free.